Triumphant League. Yo, 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 what it is. Welcome to another episode of Triumphant League Talk. This is season 2, episode number 1. And I want to welcome you to Triumphant League. And I want to welcome you to a wonderful time where I will share with you about this immaculate league and ways that you could support and ways that you could tune in and see what we got going on. First and foremost, please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video, share it, because we need all the eyes we could get to see what's going on in our community as we minister and reach men through the game of basketball. So we hope that you will become partners with us. You can also go to our shop and support that way by getting some Triumphant League exclusive merch. We got different styles available. So there's so many ways that you can support. You can partner with us. You can sponsor so many different things. So we thankful for everyone that tune in and help us, and we always in need of more help. So before I get into it about the matchups for this season and we build a storyline, I want to let you know about the theme for this season. For those of you that may or may not know, themes started in Triumphant League after we lost a participant and a hooper in Triumphant League in the family. We lost him due to suicide some seasons back. So it's an unfortunate thing, and we went into that season as remember season to honor his life and his legacy in the Triumphant League community, his game, and that was the mark he left in our community. And from that time to now, we've had themes for every season. So that's his legacy, that we theme the season because of that. And that's what we want to do in this community. We don't see brothers just as athletes, but we want to impact their life any way we can. And suicide is an epidemic in our society. So we encourage anybody that's dealing with suicidal thoughts or depression to reach out to a therapist, a friend, a family member, somebody, and let them know what you're going through, because you can't hold everything in. Some things we just gotta talk about, and we know we relieve stress through the game of basketball, but some things basketball can't even fix. So with that being said, the theme for this season is Forge season. So for those of you that know, and some of you may know, may not know, when you starting and doing anything, it's gonna be some challenges as you build. It's gonna be some challenges as you develop. And as the league owner of Triumphant League, along with my wife, it's a lot of challenges that come with running the league and also playing in it, which I do enjoy playing. But just running the league and just keep pushing it is some challenges. And also being a pastor and a man of faith along with my wife as well. You know, everything in life is a teaching moment, and you could preach about anything. And I'm not going to preach to you, but I just wanted to give you a little insight on why the season was called Forge. So I watched a movie that I was inspired by called The Forge, and you could look it up on Amazon and stuff like that, and that inspired me. So I thought about the process of forging something, and you have to go through. It's like if you think about a sword, which we as believers know that the sword or the spirit is the word of God, but with the sword, you got to shape it in a place to where it could become hard, and you do that by heating it, and you hit it. And I'm not a blacksmith or anything, but I like the idea of forging, putting pressure on or something. And when I thought about season number 11, this is a pressure cooking season for us because we got through 10 seasons. Now you in season number 11, which is another decade, so to speak. I mean, can you go 10 more seasons? And this is when you really get to see who with you, who supporting, uh, who gonna stand and continue to play and continue to hoop. And life is like that. You know, we all want to triumph at the end and become champions, but life is a lot like forging. You have to go through pressure cooking moments, and you have to go through intense situations at times. And sometimes these situations, God allows it to refine us and reshape us and remold us. So I want this league to encourage men to not only ball but thrive in life and not look at every situation as, oh, it's meant to hurt me or bring me down, but it can actually strengthen me and make me a better person. And I hope that when you get on the court in triumphantly, that you not only play the game you love, but you let every moment of this game be a moment where you become a better version of you, not just as a hooper, but as a team player and as a man. Because if we can't allow this game to continue to teach us, then it will no longer be fun for us. And I look at this game a lot like life. So that's some concepts and some ideas that came to me in creating a theme for this season about forging. This is a new path. We shaping some things in line with the league. We reshaping some things with teams, and we got some new faces. So this is a forge season, and from this point on, a lot of things will become new, and some things that rock right and stay good will continue to stay. So I'm thankful for that, and that's just a little insight to let you know about what the theme came from. So now I want to introduce to you the teams for Triumphant League Forge season. We have a couple that's returning, and then we have some new teams as well. First team I want to introduce is Cold Hearts. Cold Hearts, the team captain is Steve. Steve has played in Triumphant League for a few seasons now, and he's a good team player. And he showed last season that he is able to be a good team captain as well. So last season he played under the name of Jelly Fam. That was their team name. This season he wanted to switch it up and bring some new energy. So the name for their team this season is Cold Hearts. Now, nobody in Triumphant League really knows who gonna be on who team. Only the captains that pick the people to play on their team know who gonna be on their team. As far as like who know who gonna be on, nobody know, because we all individuals, we all have lives, and we don't have nobody monitoring everybody ins and outs. And ultimately, if you don't pay, you can't play in Triumphant League. So at the end of the day, nobody know at the end of the day who gonna be on who team until we suit up and get ready to hoop. So with that being said, all I could do is base things on past experiences in the league with familiar guys and the way they played before, and just kind of draw some ideas on what I think may come forth from that. So I'm gonna get into that more as we start talking about the power rankings. So Cold Hearts is one team that we welcome in Triumphant League, formerly known as Jelly Fam. The second team we want to welcome back is Roc Wit Us. Roc Wit Us is a repeat team in Triumphant League. Their captain Lee has been he's been very supportive of Triumphant League for several seasons now. I believe Lee has been a part of Triumphant League for this would be season number 10. He was a part of the pandemic champions when they was up under the name of Carolina Riders. So now they been Roc Wit Us for some seasons now, and they made it to the Final Four. They made it to the championship game. So it's good to have them back to represent the Triumphant League and really show the way. The third team that I'm going to introduce is Team Slept On. Team Slept On is a new team, and as we know from past experiences, new teams have challenges uh, coming together and doing something. We only had one new team in Triumphant League that actually came in and won their first season, and that was We All Can Go. They came in and as a new team, and they actually won that season. And other than that, it's kind of hard for new teams to really thrive, as far as like, you know, standing at the end, being on the top of that mountain, saying I'm triumphant. So we encourage them to play together and stay together, but it's gonna be challenging. Their team captain is Rod. Some of you may have seen him in the league. He's been a member of Triumphant League for some seasons now. He played originally on one of my teams, and then he played on several different teams, and now he has his own team. So this is gonna be a challenge for him, but we hoping the best for him. The next team I want to introduce is returning home team, Triumphant Lions. We got 10 people on this squad, and just thankful to have everybody a part of us. And we looking forward for some outstanding things that happen from last season to go ahead and continue to happen this season. Then we have another new team, Your Church. So this is an actual church that has a team. So it's gonna be good to see them actually hooping Triumphant League, as we welcome all types of people, as long as they have a positive mentality. We just, whether it be a church or it just be some individuals want to get together and hoop. Although this is a church league, as far as like the concept and the biblical principles, we do open this league up to anybody. It's more so like a pro-am, because we have guys from college experience to high school experience to some pro experience, and some guys that never played before. So it's kind of mixed when it come to like who's playing in the league. Then last but not least, we have Wake and Bake coming back. The team captain Jonah has been a participant in Triumphant League for some seasons. He didn't have a team last season, but he's back this season. So we have 6 teams. It will be 3 games every week, and the season will span for 10 total weeks. We'll have about 4 buys because of the location that we are in. Some days we're not able to get, but it'll season to be 7 regular season games, and then we'll have the playoffs where everybody make it into the playoffs, and then at that point it's win or go home. And we don't want you to just leave. We want you to go home, rethink it, and then register for the next season, because hopefully I'm planning to go right into fall registration right after the end of spring season, just to give guys enough time to gather their funds so they could get back in. All right, now I want to get to the power ranking part. Now this is a little exciting part, because some people may want to know why they were placed and ranked where they ranked at. So first and foremost, if you won a championship and you come back, just theoretically you're gonna be number 1, because you've showed that you could rise to the occasion. Unfortunately, Wildpackers didn't come back this season, so that falls on Roc Wit Us, since they was the runner-up. And it was a real good game last season. It could have went any other way. If you want to see that championship game, it's available on our YouTube channel, at the main YouTube channel, Triumphant League. You can go there and you'll see the championship game, because it's featured right now on the channel. You can also watch all the previous championship games all the way back to 2019, 2020. Excuse me. So yeah, it's a good game. It was a good game, so you could go to that and see why Roc Wit Us is ranked number 1. Number 2 is a shocker, but it shouldn't be a shocker, because this is actually a good team. and I got the core pieces back, and I got some new pieces that have championship experience. And this team I'm talking about is Triumphant Lions. Yes, it's my team, and but everybody know that my team is one of the hardest teams to play for, uh, and is one of the hardest teams to play against. And if we play like we should play, if we play together, we play for the win and not for the stats. Uh, we remove egos and everybody fall in line under my leadership, and we do this thing together. We will be a team to beat for some seasons, not just one season, but for some seasons. The way this team is built, it's gonna be hard for somebody to beat us. Uh, we should honestly, we should run through the whole league. But right now, humbly, we number 2. All right. Then Cold Hearts is placed at number 3. Now I based this off the last season where they were Jelly Fam. We beat them, they beat us. So it was 1-1. But the reason why they fell to number 3 in the power rankings is because they didn't show up for the Final Four. A lot of guys didn't even show up and play. So with that being said, and I don't know who's going to be on this team, the best I can make them is number 3. Then coming in at number 4 is Team Slept On. And this is just basically going off how I think this captain might want to build his team. And I'm believing and hoping that after playing in Triumphant League for some seasons, he kind of got an idea of what it takes to win. And I'm believing that he has a decent team. Now, they got to get out there and improve, but I'm believing that he has a decent team. That's why they number 4. All right? But we'll see after week 1 what happens. Then coming in at number 5 is Wake and Bake. Now, Wake and Bake has always had potential. Historically, has always had a decent team. But unfortunately, like Triumphant Lions, they end up at the bottom of the league. So they gonna have to prove that they can move up by winning. That's the only way. Now the reason why Triumphant Lions is number 2 and Wake and Bake is number 5 is because Wake and Bake didn't play last season. So we have no results to go by than the results from the previous season, which they wasn't that good. So they at the bottom of the league right now. Then we have a new team in your church. I don't know who on this team. This team could possibly be the best team in Triumphant League history, or they could just end up being at the bottom of the list. So with that being said, new teams that I know nothing about, you at the bottom of the barrel. You got to prove yourself to be placed at the top. And like I said, only reason why Team Slept On is at number 4 and your church is number 6 is because I do know of the captain, and I'm basing this off potential of what I may think versus your church. I don't know anything about this team. All I know is the pastor, his associate pastor of the church. He was interested in joining the league. We was looking for another team, and he wanted to play. He said he got some players, so we hoping this will be a great partnership for seasons to come, and we hope to have a great experience. With that being said, we know about the rankings now. We're going to get into the rules. So every season, I expect team captains lead your team. Everybody should govern themselves accordingly. By this time, if you've been in Triumphant League for some seasons now, you should know what fly and what don't fly. Absolutely no fighting whatsoever. getting in nobody. If it ain't hooping, like, leave it alone. Like, don't get up in nobody's face aggressively, because you don't know where everybody come from. And don't be out there cussing and talking down on nobody. Play the game. We're going to leave that hood stuff, or whatever you call it, street stuff, leave that outside, way away from where we at. That's not what we're about right here. We just come out here to play the game of basketball and hoop competitively and have fun. If you lose, congratulate the person that won. Do your best to get better. You know what I'm saying? Don't be pointing fingers at your teammate. Don't be pointing fingers at nobody else. Don't be out here trying to ball hog, trying to get some clicks and some views. We ain't out here for that. We out here to hoop. All right? That's the main thing. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. We out there to hoop in a good and safe environment. So with that being said, I expect every captain to let everybody know that's new, you know what I'm saying, what the guidelines is. Everybody should go to the website and read the rules. Before every game, I polish up on a few things and then we pray, you know. But like I say, if you're a team captain and your team become a problem, then your team won't be back. You won't be back no more. So make sure you govern yourself accordingly. And I expect teams and people that's been there for a while to welcome the new teams and make them feel comfortable, as far as like, this is a good environment. Now, when you hoop, let them know like it's levels to the game. Now, don't get it twisted. I shake your hand, smile at you, but when we hoop, it's levels to the game. Let that be known. But as far as like the community aspect of it, we want people to come back even if they can't come back on the flow. We want them to come back as fans, view the film, or whatever the case may be, man. We want people to have a good experience out here, and I expect guys that been in the league for some seasons to be the examples, including myself. So with that being said, I'm gonna put the link in the description for everybody to view the rules. Now, it will behoove you to view the rules, because when it comes down to time to play, only time that clock gonna stop is timeouts. We're not gonna be running to the scores tables talking about, is this the rule and is that the rule? That clock gonna run, okay? So make sure you make yourself familiar with the rules of Triumphant League, because it's not the rules as your YMCA. It's not the rules of these other leagues that you don't played in. Triumphant League is a different league. It's independent. We have our own rules and we have our own, structure and how we do things. The main concept of basketball, that's the game. But we do have some rules that's different than what you might be accustomed to. So it would be wise for you to go to our website at triumphantleague.us and look in the policies tab and view our rules from top to bottom and make yourself accustomed with it. All right. So again, before as far as like how we run it, how we play it, you can view that online. But I want to touch on some things specifically in this video. And then you could also come to Triumphant League Talk YouTube channel and just search and scroll on that channel for some previous videos that I've made about talking about rules and updates and things like that. I'm sure you'll find some things there that may be helpful for you. So one thing that we want people to be mindful of is no outside recording. As a Triumphant League, we is a private and independent league. I record all the game film complimentary. I do the highlights already. That's all available on YouTube channel. So we don't need nobody from the outside recording no games and getting highlights and stuff like that. If you do want to do that, you'll have to reach out to me or email us and try to figure out and talk to us about how you want to become get a media pass. So you have to get a media pass in order to do that type of things if you want to do it independently. And if you get somebody on the outside, a video shoot or anything like that, they have to purchase a media pass. So no more coming in getting content for free. Make sure you reach out to us, because we already provide that for our league members and people that play. We already provide all of that. Now, if you're a player and you just like, I want my own highlight, you can reach out to me and we can work something out to where you can get your own personal highlight or whatever. And if you are a person that could edit your own video and you like, man, I wonder if I could edit my video from Triumphant League, like, edit my own stuff. If you could get it downloaded on your computer, you can edit it. I'm cool with that. Long as you make sure you showing us some love and you putting us in a positive light, I'm cool with that. But coming in with video cameras and people trying to get footage, nah, we not doing that no more. So absolutely no. And it shouldn't be no eating in the gym at all. No eating in the gym. This facility is a prime facility. It's a blessed facility. This has been a great partner to us. So we want to make sure we take care of the things that are placed in our hands. We don't own this property, so we got to take care of it. And if you become and you play in Triumphant League, you become a member, you with us, you got to help us take care of it while you're there. So make sure there's no eating in there. Now, if you end up eating something because you couldn't wait, a granola bar, or whatever, hey, make sure you just put it in the trash. All right. Players that got Gatorades and all that, just make sure you put it in the trash. Make sure you're not leaving no shoes. Make sure you're not leaving no clothes. Little house cleaning things. If we do that, then it's a good chance that we could continue to stay at this location. So make sure you help us take care of First ARP property and honor them for allowing us to partner with them. Then last but not least, absolutely no smoking on the premises. All right. No smoking at all. No vaping. None of that. Only smoke you should be giving is on the court when you hooping with your game. That's all the smoke you should be getting and giving out. As far as like nicotine, tobacco, marijuana, whatever you want to call it, gas, hot, leave that at your premises. You feel what I'm saying? When you get to the lot, the parking lot off Chester, absolutely no. You know, that should not be done on church property and property in the first place. Absolutely none at all in the gym. So we clamping down on that. So make sure you adjust yourself accordingly if that's something you like to do. We're not judging, but we just we got a representation we got to uphold, and we got to look out for the well-being of everybody, and everybody just not on that type. So make sure you realize that and know that, and anybody you invite, make sure that they govern themselves on this with these rules. So make sure if you invite somebody, they're not coming in there smoking. Definitely no smoking in the bathroom. Shouldn't be on the premises. Let everybody know, because people that don't abide, they will be escorted out without warning. So now that I got over the rules, let's get into the matchups for week 1. This is the good stuff. All right. For March 8th, that's when we start again. Game number 1, 10 a.m. You know that's my slot. We got Triumphant Lions versus Wake and Bake. This should be an interesting game. This is a little in-home rivalry. And honestly, I'm looking for this to be a blowout in our favor. This is how I'm looking at it, man. I don't really know no other way to look at it. When I look at my squad and look in that group chat and I see these brothers, I say, Lord, if we just stay together, man, we gonna be tough to beat. All we got to do is stay together. If we stay together and we do what we supposed to do, man, and seal a deal, we gonna be hard to beat for some time. Not just this season, but for some time. I'm telling you what I know. Like, and when we get to like going through the season, I'm gonna tell y'all like why I feel like that. Now again, I don't know who Wake and Bake got. I don't know. And I don't want you to be discouraged about what I'm claiming and what I'm believing for. Don't be discouraged, be encouraged, be motivated, because I want guys, if anybody that know me, when I get on that court, I want your best. Like, yeah, I may say what I say, but I'm looking forward to bag it up, and I'm looking for you to make sure it don't become a reality. So I want to get the best of Wake and Bake at 10 a.m. So if they get there 10 a.m. and they just now on the court, it ain't gonna end right. I'm expecting my guys to get at the gym at 9:30, and we gonna be ready to go at 10. And I'm telling you right now, I'm on a mission this season. I'm on it. I'm like, ain't even gonna be that much talking. Last season was supposed to be the silent tour. This really gonna be the silent tour. Like, I'm really on some. I'm on some other stuff this season, man. Talking basketball wise. All right. So that should be an exciting game to watch. And second game of the day is gonna be at 11 a.m. got Team Slept On versus Your Church. So this should be an exciting game because we got two new teams. They gonna figure it out. I'm like, that couldn't be placed no better than having the two new teams play against each other for the first time. Like, that's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to watching that game. I don't know who gonna win that game, but I'm looking forward to watching that game. Uh, if it proves to be true, like I'm thinking, I'm looking like it's gonna be it's gonna be either or. It's either gonna go Team Slept On way, real good, favorably, or it's gonna go Your Church way. So I'm looking at it to be like more weighted like that. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a close game. That first week is hard, man. It's kind of tough because everybody getting back in rhythm. People don't really get in the rhythm until like week 3. But if you could jump out the first 3 weeks with 3-0, oh man, you got a gold season. You got a gold season. So last but not least, at 12 p.m., we will have the defending runner-ups in Roc Wit Us face off against Cold Hearts. Now this is going to be a good game because this is potentially uh, both groups have guys that played last season. Like I said, I don't know who owned Cold Hearts, but I'm just assuming that he got some pieces that has been in the league before, and I'm pretty sure Roc Wit Us has guys that they had before because the team that Roc Wit Us had was a real good team. So I would think that you will bring these guys back instead of starting all over again. So this should be a good game. With that being said, the game of the week for week number 1 is Cold Hearts versus Roc Wit Us. Cold Hearts versus Roc Wit Us will be the game of the week for Triumphant League Forge season week number 1. And I'm giving the edge to Roc Wit Us. I'm putting some respect on their name. Now come week 2, they're going to have to prove it. You feel me? So based on what happened this week, that's going to let me know what to place them at on week 2. But I'm giving the edge to Roc Wit Us. Let's do this round up one more time. Game number 1, Triumphant Lions versus Wake and Bake. I got Triumphant Lions winning game number 1. Game number 2, you got Team Slept On versus Your Church. I got Team Slept On winning game number 2. All right, and then last but not least, game number 3, which is the game of the week, we got Cold Hearts versus Roc Wit Us. I'm looking like them Cold Hearts gonna get phased and gonna get heated up because Roc Wit Us gonna put that heat on them. So here it is, Roc Wit Us winning number 3. Once again, Triumphant Lions game number 1, Team Slept On game number 2, Roc Wit Us game number 3. That's who I got winning for Triumphant League Forward season week number 1. Before I get up out of here, I want to let you know about the awards that we got for the winner this season. As we don't just come out here to play, we put something on the line, and what we put on the line and what we got is these bragging rights and these trophies that we could put in our crib and just look back on for years to come. As you get older in life, it's all about creating memories, and one thing to create memories is to get memorabilia that you worked hard for. So last but not least, let me go over the awards. Here it is, the champs. The champs will get a championship trophy. So I brought the championship trophy back. Big basketball might show it, but this one is actually better this time, in my opinion. So I switched up companies. So I'm liking this championship trophy, and honestly, I'm thinking I might go ahead and work and get this one. I really like the way it looks, so I'm thinking I might go ahead and I'm gonna bring it to you. You know what I'm saying, so y'all can see it's fair. But I'm thinking that Triumphant Lions gonna go ahead and be victorious starting this year, so we can get that trophy, and I could keep it in the crib. Then we got the rings coming back, so I may show y'all as the season go forward. I showed you, it's already a video out about me with me showing the rings and the metal, so you could check that out on our Instagram and on our YouTube channel. You can see that short. So we got the rings coming back, excuse me, and then we got the chip MVP trophy. So this chip MVP is not for the MVP of the league. It ain't no MVP of the league. it's only an MVP of the championship game because that's where it matters the most. The team that win the championship is the best team in the league. The best player that performed that day, meaning like whatever they did, it helped their team win the most. Not who scored the most, not who got the most rebounds, who helped their team with their effort to win the most on a winning team. That's who is the championship MVP, and I shorten it to say chip MVP. So they will get a trophy, and then after the game, after the championship game, teams will get pictures. We'll make some videos real quick, some shorts that we could, share to give y'all bragging rights. And then your game, that championship game will be featured on the Triumphant Lions YouTube channel. It'll be the featured video for returning viewers for the whole season until we get a new champion. And then you will also be featured on our website. Picture be featured on there for the championship team, and also it'll be 2 playlists created for the championship team for this season, we do it every season. So you'll have a playlist for your journey, meaning your full game film playlist for your journey for those players and family members that want to go back and just watch your process, and it will be the same thing for your highlights. So we do that for every champion, every season for Triumphant League. Just to give you something that you could view and keep in your playlist and keep on your channel, man, so you can always remember, I helped to do this. I was a part of this historical moment. So those are a few things that we do for the championship winners of Triumphant League. Next is the runner-ups. We do want to honor. If I could honor everybody, I would, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like we do honor everybody because we offer a lot of good content that people ain't even got to pay for. These videos and these films, I'm producing all of that. It's a lot of time coming into it. So me doing that for the league is more than honorable for those players to be able to do that. And I'm thankful to have y'all here because it wouldn't be no league without y'all players, just as well as it wouldn't be no Triumph League without me running it. So I'm thankful because, it's a collective effort. So with that being said, I wanted to encourage team success more than individual success this season. So runner-up trophy, that's something I've been doing for some seasons now because I don't want the runner-ups to feel left out. Y'all worked hard. It's not a letdown if you lose a championship game because it took you to push the champions to that level, and you had to get there. You had to go through your adversity there too. You're still the second best team in the league, so you're gonna get that runner-up trophy. But at the same time, the captain may be the only one that get that runner-up trophy, or somebody may look down and say, "Man, I don't want it. You could get it." Well, for everybody to get something, what I'm doing this season is we getting everybody that's on a runner-up team a medal. So it's a bronze medal. I got a picture of it a video of it that I shared on Instagram. But all the members of that team for the run-up, they get a medal. So here it is. You work hard for the season. You get up there, you lose, but you still get something that you could take home with you, and just to remind yourself that, man, it paid off. It should encourage you so you could get that ring. You know what I mean? So I wanted all these guys to really, really feel like, they done something great, you know what I'm saying, for this league and in life, because we all get here together. One team pushes the other. If one rises to the top, we all succeed because it took the whole league to push them to the limit to where they could become their best. Like every champion that came through Triumphant League, they wouldn't be champions without the other league members pushing them to that success. So we all need each other, man. And when one win, we all win. The league win. When more teams come back, we all win. So I'm thankful for the 6 teams we have this season. I'm thankful for everybody that's been a part of this journey in Triumphant League, and I hope that you will continue to support us. As always, continue to support us by liking and subscribing to this channel. And Hey, if you're a person that prayer, continue to keep us in prayer as we continue to minister through the game of basketball. That's all for Triumphant Talk Season 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, y'all be safe out there and take care of each other. All right? One.
Subscribe to my channel.